Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Spells and Stride podcast, the only podcast where both hosts have seen a movie before.
Oh, did you not know? I've never seen a single movie.
What?
I'm so sorry. I know you didn't want to find out this way.
But that's all we had going for us. What are we even anymore if not movie watchers? I can't.
Idiots.
That makes sense. Actually, I forgot about that part. No, that's. I guess that's true too. But
Buffoons.
Just not the same. You sure you haven't seen a single
Just
one?
Not
even a
I
Diary
have
of the
seen
Wimpy
one.
Kid. Roderick Rules.
No, I have seen one. Let me speak. God, Jesus! This is a podcast. We're supposed to talk back and back. No, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna say everything because I'm Robin. I'm important. You want to put my name first in the title?
No. You feel like you want to speak, so I can't say my joke. I was talking about fucking Roderick Rules. I want to talk about fucking Roderick Rules. You wait probably a second for fucking Roderick.
I haven't seen Roderick. I only did the first one.
So you have seen a movie. So you fucking lied to me. So
yes, yes, that was the bit. That was the bit. You idiot! You stupid dumb idiot! Don't.
That's why we need a divorce.
We were married?
Not anymore. Because you refuse to work on yourself.
Doofus. Stupid, stinky, smelly butt face.
You may say that, you may think I'm the doofus, but who's the one who didn't want to go to therapy? That's right, you. I'm saying Dr. Rashonda seems like an excellent marriage counselor, but you wouldn't like it.
I don't know who that is.
And now this is where we're at.
I do go to therapy, though.
Well, I don't. So the bit has gone too far. Oh, I guess we should do question of the week, right?
Oh yeah, I guess if you want to, if you're out to it, I guess
Do I want to? I guess I do. No. I don't know. You know, what if we just did one episode with that one, you know? What if I said, fuck it all, say damn it to the world?
We did the first two episodes, and also the, what episode was it? The second time we did Would You Push the Button. Both of those were Question of the Week lists.
Oh, we should do Press the Button again. That was fun.
I already rewatched that episode recently. I don't rewatch all the episodes. That's like one of my favorites.
Oh, I haven't rewatched a single one.
Wow, I'm the one who supports the channel in this relationship.
Clearly. Yeah, no, that's a good point. I guess I will do the question of the week in that case. This one does kind of tie into the main idea of the episode. Do you want to tell the viewers what the main concept of the episode is?
I mean, this is kind of a video we did before where I watched something that Robin likes that I haven't seen. Robin watched something that I like that I haven't seen.
Yeah.
Then we discussed it. Last time it was Lupin III, The Mystery of Mono, which is what I watched, and then Robin watched Over the Garden Wall. This time, Robin forced me to watch another Lupin film because they have no originality, and they watched Kiki's Liberty Service.
You watched specifically Castle of Cagliostro, which is funny because they're both Miyazaki movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is kind of inspired by the next video I will make. Yeah. I knew this one was. I didn't know the other one was. But even then, it never struck me that, oh frick, I made you watch a Miyazaki movie. While you're making me watch one too. This is kind of inspired by my upcoming video. No, this is coming out on Wednesday, I think. When's it coming out? When's the video coming
out? This should be coming out tomorrow, unless I'm stupid.
Okay, so it's probably coming out like next week. So, but so yeah, this video is coming out eventually. Anyways, I'm doing a video where I'm watching a bunch of things my friend suggested, and that kind of inspired us to. I directly confirmed that video is inspired by us doing it with Lupin and Over the Wall.
Kiki.
So you're gonna get Stripe supports the podcast, name drops the podcast in the next video. Are you happy?
I can't wait to get no subscribers on our channel from it, but still have your video do like really well.
Don't worry, only half of that will be true.
Yeah. So the question, basically, I thought it would be fun, and since we are actually getting comments now, I thought it'd be fun if, for maybe a future video,
we are?
A viewer could give us like the next thing to like go over and talk about in this. So if you comment like, you guys should watch, you know, like a movie or something, then we could watch the movie or something and talk about it. And that'd be I don't know, that could be
cool. Did we get comments?
We do get comments.
No, I looked at the newest one. We got no comments
on the newest one. We've gotten comments on some of the other ones.
Besides mine, of course. But
we started getting some comments on the other videos, and so, you know, and I do really like this style. Like, there's, like, if we really wanted to hardcore stick to one specific style instead of just the general nonsense we usually do, it would probably be this, like, oh, we both watch a thing, talk about it. Even though, like,
if we were to do another thing in that style, if we were to do like one singular style, I would have to agree it would be the Stripe and Spells movie episode, the best one we've done. Every episode is just me ad-libbing just for however long.
And this is why I do most of the work on the podcast.
I didn't watch the Nintendo Direct one. Did you keep my entire like ramble in there?
Oh, absolutely.
What do you think of that? What do you think while editing that?
I think it was kind of a shock how little surprised I was at it. Like, it's just like, it's like, yeah, this isn't entirely what I expected to happen, but it is what ought to have happened, you know?
I kept expecting you to come back, but it took you 10 minutes!
I'm sorry, I had massive diarrhea.
Following that one episode of Big Mouth.
Oh. You poor thing. And you also let's not talk about Big Mouth. Of all the things, of all the pieces of media we could talk about, it doesn't have to be Big Mouth. Not yet.
I'm saying, did you see the thing I posted in Important Thoughts?
Yes, it was writing the script for the worst animated cartoons and writing the script for all Netflix cartoons, and then it was the illusion of choice format, and it all leads to Big Mouth at the end.
You're right for Netflix. The other one was Ace Representation.
Oh, right. But wouldn't it also be worst cartoons?
No, because again, it doesn't follow like the rules. The list that I'm going off of doesn't include Big Mouth. Yeah. People like it for some reason. I just want to know what are their thoughts on Epstein. What are their fight logs? I'm so
Let's see the John Mulaney flight logs.
I do make a joke about it. I peek behind the curtain. I actually did kind of start writing the Ace video as just the Big Mouth segment because I don't want to think back to that man whenever I get good at writing that. So I'm just gonna I'm gonna quickly write the scene for the character. And I do make a joke about John Mulaney, how he just like he tasks someone to write an Ace character, but they don't know what to do because their only joke is kids have sex. What do you do with a character that doesn't have sex? So he just comes and sees like the mangled corpse of his employee. And he's like, frick, I guess we'll just go with this, I guess.
I can't wait to see a mangled corpse live on Strike the Squid TV. That's going to be epic.
It's going to be so cool and based.
I hope it's my corpse.
Yeah, it is. I'm going to actually fly you to my house. And then we're gonna kill you on screen.
Woohoo! Yippee!
What was the question of the week again? I don't think either of us answered it.
Oh yeah. I don't even know. Basically, like, if we did do another movie episode, what movies... We don't have to be specific right now, because I think it'll be at least a few another episodes until we do another one of these.
It's a question to the audience, not us.
Yeah, but we can answer it, too. If, you know, like, maybe what movies we would like to see get recommended, or, like, what...
I'm also fine with, like, shorter TV shows. I'm okay with that, too.
Same.
But, like it gotta be, like, less than... Like around like 3 hours or so.
Yeah, Over the Garden Wall is like a good like average, you know.
Yeah, that's like a good. That's like basically movie length. I know we've both seen it because we talk about it pretty much every episode for some reason, but Hazbin Hotel probably around that length. I think it's like 3 hours long.
Yeah, it's about 9 episodes. Yeah. So yeah, movie or short TV series, you know, like Breaking Bad or something.
Breaking Bad's pretty long, actually. It's like 6 seasons, and they're all like meaty episodes, are like 40 minutes long or so.
Oh, that's why I haven't seen it yet. Honestly, I just don't think I want to watch Breaking Bad at this point. Not to be controversial.
I mean, you do pretty much know exactly what you're getting at this point. It's too big not to know.
I've also discovered in myself that I don't think I like watching things where the protagonist is mean. Which every time I say
that, that's why Light Yagami made it onto your favorite character list, right?
Light Yagami is the exception because it's kind of funny how shitty he is. But like it's just generally, I don't ever feel the compulsion. Even then, Death Note I didn't finish. I stopped when L died. He's basically
that is universally where people like. That is kind of where people say like the show gets bad. So
did you know there's a live? I'm sorry. Did you know there's like 3 live-action Death Note movies where apparently L lives in the end?
I didn't know that. I knew that they existed. I didn't know that L lived.
Yeah. I've been half thinking about watching those movies just because it's like, wow, that sounds better.
Nah, you should watch the Netflix Death Note movie. The one with Willem Dafoe as Ryuk.
That is the best casting that's ever been casted.
That's like the only good thing about that movie.
Yeah. I wonder if that'd be fun watching live action anime movies. Maybe not necessarily like the Netflix ones, because Netflix doesn't compel me, but like there's a bunch of like Japanese ones, and it's like that'd be fun. Like I know Assassination Classroom has a movie. I think fucking Kaguya-sama does too. There's just a bunch of random ones out there.
I don't know about Kaguya. I do know about the Assassination Classroom one, which I do really want to watch because it sounds interesting, you know?
Maybe that could be our collab. Fucking whatever. We'll see. Yeah. Yeah. I just think movies are neat, and I want an excuse to watch more stuff. And, yeah. Other than that, I thought it
The only
would be
problem is
funny.
that, like,
Sorry, go on with what you're
go.
saying.
Sorry.
Speak.
I mean, are there any
Or
movies you want? Any movies you want me to? Any movies you want to watch that aren't Lupin?
almost certainly. Um, to be fair, like it's like I feel like once you've seen Mamo and Cagliostro, it's like sure I could make you watch fucking Blood Spray of Goemon, but it's like I don't know. I think I'm good now for a bit. Maybe I'll find like another, maybe I'll make you watch the the Fujiko Mine show or some shit. But I think I'm good for right now. As for what else I would make you watch, if I could make you watch any movie, that's a good question. There's a part of me that just feels like making you watch. Because even though you've seen horror movies, just the idea of you watching a horror movie is kind of funny to me. But
Why? I'm really named after a horror movie. Shouldn't be that shocking.
you're named after fucking Gremlins, okay? That's like
It's still a
calling
horror
Resident
movie.
Evil 5 a horror game. It's like, sure. Ugh. Maybe I'll make you watch the fucking Silent Hill movie.
I mean, like, what? I'm just trying to think, like, what movie would you want me to watch? Because I've seen a lot more horror movies than you. You apparently think I have.
No, I know you've seen a few. I don't know because you don't talk about it often. But
name, let's say, 3 atop your head
that you've seen
that you'd want me to watch. That you want me to watch.
Silent Hill, the first Silent Hill movie. Let's go. Let's throw in Carrie. Okay. And third, what was it called? Blair Witch 2. Book of Shadows. The best horror movie of all time.
Epic. I've seen 2 of those.
Oh, you've seen Carrie and Silent Hill?
Blair Witch and Carrie. I haven't seen
Blair Witch 2? Man. How'd you not mention that when I went through my whole fucking Blair Witch phase? Unless you did.
I probably did. I'm looking at the your tier list that you made with your haven't seens. If you want to do like a horror version, like you haven't seen Beetlejuice, that would be a good one to do.
Is Beetlejuice a horror movie?
It's kinda not.
I always thought it was a horror
it's
movie.
Halloween-y.
Like Nightmare on Christmas was a horror movie.
I'd say it's more horror-y than that, but that's also like a kid's film.
That's fair.
It's Halloween-y. I guess that's a good way to put it. It is Halloween-y. I'm just looking like most of the things on here are pretty long TV shows, or they're they're just fairly long TV shows. They're doing like a handful of movies.
Yeah, I feel like movies is probably like the thing I watch the least, because usually it's like YouTube videos and TV.
I don't think time is a problem for you, non-break-related Mr. and Mrs. Let's just watch a 5-hour-long video essay on a game I've never played.
Yeah, I mean that's just what I do. I don't have the time to do that. I only do that during work when I need to listen to something to cope.
Just only listen to my videos. Only my.
Well, It's your videos. It's weird because like sometimes I gotta be looking at it to get like the visual gag, you know. If I'm like looking away, I'm not getting the true Stripe the Squid experience, you know.
Yeah. You don't watch this, but you sit down and you listen, you experience. When you're happy, you look at the visuals. When you're sad, you listen to my voice. I don't know where I'm going with this.
I thought you were going with the fucking AMC commercial. You know, the one with the white lady?
AMC, we like movies. When you're in this place, it's so weird. I cannot tell a single line when I'm out of it. Like the second I step into the theater, the second the thing comes out, I just know it like pitch perfect. I doubt I'm alone with that.
Yeah, she haunts my nightmares. Apparently they're making a new one though, which is kind of like 1984, but that's fine.
They did do it like an updated version where they finally have new movies instead of the same like ones from like 2015.
That's cringe. That's fucking cowardice right there.
Yeah.
Alright, so
are we gonna, yeah.
We should talk about the main topic of the topic. However, there's the debate of which movie do we talk about first. And now, I think you're more interested in hearing my thoughts on Kiki, and I know I'm more interested in hearing your thoughts about Cagliostro. So I thought I had this little idea.
I feel like it'd just be more interesting for me to start with Lupin because, like, you know, everyone already kind of knows my thoughts on Lupin as a whole since that was the first one. While Kiki's like a whole new thing for you.
Fine. No, you're right. I sent you rock, paper, scissors online. But it's fine. No, you're right. I get it. You'll go with your idea. You'll talk about fucking Cagliostro.
Hey, maybe I'm just saying, if you suggested a new thing instead of Lupin again, you doofus.
Out of spite, what's the third Lupin movie? Fucking Fate of a...
I like Lupin, I just don't want to only watch Lupin, you know? There's more things to life than Lupin the Third.
That's it, bucko, you're going on the Lupin dimension. Third Lupin movie. Oh, is it The Legend, The Cult of Babylon? I haven't seen that one. You're gonna end up watching more Lupin movies than I have.
Yeah. So, I mean, I heard like the CGI one's good. Anyways,
CGI one is good.
So, yeah.
That'll be the next one you watch. Don't worry.
Okay, so Castle of Cagliostro. It is I think it's like the second or third film. I know Mono's before this one. Okay. I don't Lupin. I do like the character of Lupin. I just, you know, time is always just a problem with these long-running series because I think Lupin is also like it isn't just the anime. It isn't just a movie that also has a TV series, right?
Yeah, it has a TV series.
Yeah, it's a really long-running show. I think it like started in the 60s or something.
It's like the first adult anime. It's like the first like adult-oriented anime, which says a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. So I do like Lupin. I do like his gang. I do like just the stuff they do. Yeah. So Castle of Cagliostro. This is the first thing that struck me is that this was much lighter than Mono. Not a lot of the more like raunchy humor that Mono had. That's probably the big thing. Which I do like both these films. I kind of slightly prefer this one. Not just because of that. because I am okay with raunch. I like a bit of raunch dressing once in a while. I know that this entire podcast is kind of painted that I don't like that because I just think it's funny to play into the I hate sex mold. I watched this film like almost exactly a week ago, so I'm sorry.
Very good. Didn't you take notes? Do you have your notes?
I did, yeah. I have my notes. I do. It's just they're not like super in depth because I was watching the movie. Yeah, the big thing is the lighter tone, which I'm gonna assume that probably rubbed a lot of fans the wrong way, especially like when it first released. But I really enjoyed it. It does still feel like Lupin. It doesn't feel sanitized. The next note I had is Jigen says Goon Squad. I just feel like I should say that. Yeah, Jigen says Goon Squad. I'm sure your notes are super detailed. Mine's just Jigen says Goon Squad. Yeah. I was really sucked into this film. I like the mystery a lot of not really a mystery, but more like the Lupin trying to save this like princess from getting married, which was also kind of the plot of Mono, but it was less Mono is trying to marry a princess, and also he's like, trying to like destroy the world or something. Like I think he's like trying to reset the universe, or like he's doing some world frickery, which is evil. We have to stop him.
Yeah, Mono.
Well, this is a bit more lower.
God.
Yeah. Mono's like a, which I was not expecting. I thought Lupin was like much like lower stake, lower scaled, more, for lack of a better term, realistic. Not reality warping, god, planet destroying nonsense, which I do quite like that movie, but I was a little shocked, Yeah. Overall, it's just a really fun movie. This one is. I like the princess a lot. She was a lot of fun. She doesn't really do much, but I do quite like her. Fujiko is blonde, even though she wasn't blonde in most things. I don't get it. Is there a lore reason? Is there a deep Lupin lore reason why she's blonde now?
I think the deep lore reason is that Miyazaki felt like it that day. So.
You know what? Sure. I mean, I am me. I can't disagree with a blonde woman. I do feel my one like little problem is that I do feel like Lupin's gang is a little de-emphasized. Yeah. Goemon in particular, I feel like he doesn't really do anything. He kind of like Goemon out, and the film would more or less be the same. But I do like that it's focused on. It does help give Lupin himself a lot more. It does like show more him as like the gentleman thief compared to Mono, where he was a bit more of a little guy, just kind of goobering it up. While this one he does like he's very charming, very likable, and I like him, and I like this movie. This film has 2 dubs, because I'm sorry, I do tend to watch dub whenever I can, because I'm cringe and smelly. So I think the last time I told you that one of his original voice actors for Lupin the character was Bob Bergen, who's the current voice of Porky Pig. Mm-hmm. I did not watch that one for Mono. I did actually end up the one I found actually was the Porky Pig version, which he doesn't sound like Porky Pig, sadly. So, rip. But I'm bringing up the dub.
Hey, Jigen.
There has to be a fan art of Lupin and probably Jigen or Goemon as Porky and Daffy. There has to be. The reason I'm bringing this up though is the other dub. There's one other dub. There's only 2 dubs for this time, and it's played by a voice actor who I do know, who has only voiced Lupin, as far as I'm aware, in this one specific dub. So do you know who David Hayter is?
Is that fucking Stranger Things?
No, that's Solid Snake. That's Solid Snake Metal Gear.
Oh. Who the fuck am I? I'm thinking of Hopper. Whoever plays Hopper.
Yeah. The fictional character Hopper. He starts. Actually, no. I know what you're thinking of. Never mind. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I just thought that was funny that for one film, Lupin was Snake.
Jigen. Zenigata is on a trail.
I don't really have much to say about this film because it is just kind of a sequel to Lupin. You should have picked a more interesting movie, you doofus. I do quite like it. I think I might have said this. I do kind of prefer this one over Mono. It is close though. It is very close. I just kind of like the goofier tone. I like the princess a lot. I like that this is more like what I was expecting. Like it is more of a thief story and not reality warping god man. Though that film is of course still great.
Yeah.
This is Goon Squad. So.
I mean, obviously, I've got a. I've got a good, solid, positive opinion on Cowgirls Should Do. I do agree that Momo is sort of easier to talk about since it's just weirder. But I do want to posit my little headcanon that Cagliostro is in a lot of ways Miyazaki's response to reading the original Lupin manga and kind of fucking hating it. But so how to make a movie anyway, because the whole movie, it's about, there's this idea that Lupin used to be this real piece of shit, but then slowly kind of gets better over time, and then he gets shot, and that's a big part of his character arc. He's like, all right, I should chill the fuck out and make sure I'm doing good things like saving princesses. And it's I've just always kind of had that idea in my head. It's Miyazaki is probably the kind of guy who would go back and read the manga. There's no fucking way he liked it. Because I don't know if you haven't read the manga, but have you heard me talk about the manga, the original Lupin the Third manga?
I haven't. I don't think I've heard you talk about it. I do know that Lupin is much more dickish in the manga. He shoots a dog or something, and he's just overall a lot ruder and meaner.
I think shooting the dog is. Yeah, he kills people just out of nowhere. He assaults women. The whole art style is very rough around the edges. And they keep reusing the name Fujiko and the design of Fujiko, simply because the main writer didn't want to keep coming up with woman characters, so he just would use Fujiko's name and face and it would be.
It's like how in old Goofy cartoons, every character is just Goofy.
Yes, basically. And it's just
knowing I know Miyazaki. Knowing I know Miyazaki, he's a very spiteful guy. So he would do this.
So I just always imagine Miyazaki sitting down reading this manga and going, "I've gotta shoot this guy."
You probably heard the story where he sent a katana to someone when they said, "Hey, can we make a cut to one of your movies or change the dub of the movie or something like that?" And he sent a katana, it's no cuts. So Yeah, he feels like the guy who would be that spiteful.
Yeah. So that's been always my personal take. Yeah. But the music's lovely. I just love looking at the fucking thing. I think that's kind of the thing about a lot of Miyazaki films is they're just so good to look at. I don't know how he does it, but he does it good. You know?
It's because Jigen gets to say Goon Squad.
That was the best part about the movie, yeah. Yeah. Who do you think of like Lupin's crew? Like rank them all. Rank Lupin and the crew. Go.
I'll be including Fujiko.
Fujiko and Zenigata. Yes.
Is Zenigata really part of the crew? Isn't he like trying to stop them?
He's as much a recurring character as the rest of them are, and it's like, sure, he's an antagonist, but like, come on, you know, he's
one of the boys.
He's one of the boys, you know.
Yeah. Okay. Just trying to think. Out of the two movies I've seen, I think Jigen's probably my favorite. Then Lupin, then Zenigata, then Fujiko, and then Goemon.
That's fair. I need to define you something with a bit more focus on Goemon and Zenigata.
Yeah, I do. I think I would like Goemon a lot, but again, he is very much sidelined in this film.
Yes, that's kind of a problem with a lot of the movies.
And in the other, yeah.
Yeah. That's why if I do make you watch another Lupin movie, it probably won't be the first, because it's also a really big issue in, that's the CGI animated movie, Lupin the Third, the first. Don't know why it's called that. It's not the first movie. It's not even close to being the first movie. But the main gang gets so fucking sidelined. But at least Lupin looks cool. They do have some like cool action moments though. There is that. But I'll find you some good Zenigata content. Don't you worry. Yeah. Do you think it's now time for me to talk about Kiki?
Yeah, I'm sorry that this was so short. It's just I do like it. Don't worry, I do like it.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, no, it's just like, yeah, no, that's good. Honestly, I'm kind of worried. Yeah, my Kiki bit probably won't be much longer, but I will still talk about it unless you have any final words you want to say.
I hate Lupin. Okay, so actually, one last note before you kill me. How proud of you that entire statement. I did not call him Lupin.
It does. I mean, it's nice to hear names be pronounced correctly, you know?
Epic. So tell me about Kiki.
Alright. So, Kiki, general thoughts. Because, like, obviously I knew about this fucking movie before, right? I honestly figured I knew more than I actually did. And I think that's best seen in my note, which was my first note, which was in all capitals, the cat can talk.
You didn't know he could talk?
I have seen this
could talk?
fucking cat everywhere for like the last half of my life. Never knew it could talk.
Wow, fake Kiki fan.
Well, I just watched the movie, so you're not wrong.
God, we should kill Robin with hammers. Doesn't even know Gigi could talk.
Yeah, but no, I'm now officially a Gigi fan. I'm a fan of this movie in general. I feel like it'd be kind of weird. Like, I'm not gonna be like, actually, this movie's only a 6 out of 10. No, it's a great movie. I really fucking loved it. I could totally see this being a movie I just like a comfort movie that I just come back to every now and again. Yeah. Which I don't have many of those.
Yeah, I'm not shocked you said this might be short because I love this film, but it's not one of his deeper movies. He's got a few like really really deep films, but this one is more of just that just makes me happy, and it's really well made and pretty, and I love Kiki as a character, and also Gigi can talk. It's so cool. I love that Gigi can talk. But everyone already knows Gigi can talk.
Well, now everybody knows. However, I did notice one glaring issue with the movie, and frankly, it fucking ruined the whole thing for me. So, and this is probably just a dub issue. You know, I didn't watch it subbed, admittedly. When Osono is making hot cocoa, she says she's making hot cocoa, but then she makes what is clearly tea. But she calls it hot cocoa, even though it's clearly tea.
I guess this film sucks.
Yeah, I was devastated when I saw that.
Completely unwatchable.
I do think Miyazaki's head belongs on a pike. That...
we sent him a katana saying, "That's for the hot tea, and that's for the hot cocoa and Kiki."
Well, we're gonna go up to him. I'll spill tea on him. You'll spill hot chocolate on him, and then we'll just be like, "You know why?" And then he'll look confused and hurt and sad, and then we'll just walk away.
We're both dressed as Kiki and Gigi.
You can be Kiki, and I can be Lupin.
No, but then he'll be confused. Like, is there some connection between the two? If you're Gigi, then he's like immediately like, oh, okay, it's because of my dastardly plan to make people think hot cocoa and.
Or would it make more sense for me to dress as Osono?
It actually would make more sense. I was blinded by the by the cat.
Yeah. I just don't think I want to dress up as a black cat, admittedly. I feel like... yeah. Other than that...
Just that scene of smiling friends. Is that black?
Is that freaking blackface, dude?
No, you don't get it. I'm a forest demon from across the street.
I am a forest demon. I thought it was... Because... Another thing that was really interesting to me about the movie was how witches were kind of like treated. It felt more like it was like a foreign culture, right? Like, because usually with witches, either they're like feared or something, you know? But here they're just like, you're kind of weird.
I do like just the I guess, but I think I might use this in a different topic or something. But I call it like just casual weirdness, where something's like there, but no one like makes a big deal about it. It's just kind of that's a little weird. And Miyazaki is kind of the master of it.
Yeah.
Where he doesn't like put a lot of focus on the weird aspects of his worlds, but they're obviously like they're weird, but that's just how it be. That it do be how it is, you know?
Yeah.
It do be how it is.
It was to the point where, like, during the movie, I was wondering, like, oh, is this like a metaphor for like being like a foreigner? Which she is literally a foreigner. You know, she's from her own hometown. Or if it was like, for like being of like of a different religion. Like if Kiki was supposed to be like Jewish or some shit. I don't think it was anything too specific like that. I just think it was kind of, but like in that sort of general vibe of like, oh, she's just not part of the main group, you know, of the town.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe an outcast.
Yeah.
She's a creep. She's a weirdo. She doesn't belong there. Stuff like that.
Yeah. My next point, Osono's husband, the bread baker guy. I didn't realize he was Osono's husband until a little later on. Easily the most attractive character in the film. I would do anything for him. I just want to make that clear. I specifically wrote a note just talking about how hot Osono's husband was. Yeah. Then I wrote
Go off, king, I guess, or queen, or royalty, or monarch,
God,
whatever the number. God, emperor.
Then I wrote some more like normal ones of dub good Miyazaki art fills my soul with warm fuzzies like always. Then I wrote Osono goaded with the sauce. I don't know what specifically caused me to write that, but I know I'm right.
No, you're right.
Yeah. After one of the first scenes with Tombo, I wrote Tombo a chaser for real, which I don't agree with it now having finished the movie, but I just think it's a funny sentence. Yeah, Tombo a chaser, canonical.
I know what a chaser is, but I don't know what a chaser is. You know, I've heard the term, but I don't exactly know what it means.
Generally, because where I've heard it is like, there'll be people who like, it's usually sort of like a negative term, but it's someone with like a very like specific type who will go out and like aggressively try to date people of a specific type. Like there's
whenever I've heard it, it's like someone who wants to like date a trans woman.
Yeah, but it's usually with trans people. I don't think it specifically has to be trans people. But it, that's how I've seen it mostly. But maybe that's just because most of my friends are transgender.
How cringe.
Yeah, that's my bad.
I say like I'm in like the same world where like all my friends seem to be like trans and non-binary.
But you have a non-binary friend too?
I have a few.
So you're the chaser. But no, Tombo chaser canonical.
I think it's very obvious that I'm not.
Yeah, because like why are you going after the witch like that? That was just my first thought. But no, I became cool with Tombo by the end of the movie. I fuck with Tombo. Me and Tombo were bros. You don't know that because he's fictional, but we're friends now.
Yeah. I am a little confused. Like, what do you think Kiki is to qualify going after her being making
she was a
chaser?
witch. Like,
oh, okay, that's fair.
And he was like, "Hey, you're a witch, right? I'm Tombo. Want to hang out?" That's what Tombo sounds like. It's not at all, but it is what he says.
I thought like you were just playing a clip somehow from the show, from the film.
More notes. I think this is the first time I've ever seen cows in an anime during the train sequence when they were, eating the hay. And there's just something about
false milk tank Pokemon.
That's a fucking Pokemon. That's different. I don't know, just something about seeing a fucking cow in anime style caught me off guard. I've got to admit.
Have I ever seen any cows in anime? I'm trying to think.
No, unfortunately, they never turned your mother into an anime. Dun, dun, dun.
Ah! I was about to search like cows anime, but I guarantee it's gonna be just cowgirls, so I'm not doing that.
I'll search it. Cow.
Of course you will.
Anime. I got results for cow and chicken. So
my favorite anime, Cow and Chicken.
All right, that's AI. That's a little girl kissing a cow. Okay, apparently there's an anime called The Satellite Girl and Milk Cow. And I think I'm done. I think I'm done here. Okay,
Did you
there's
find
the
something
anime
you'd rather
girl.
not?
Okay, we got a few anime
Yeah.
girls in here. Um. Okay, now I need to ask you a serious question. This is a serious question.
Okay, serious time.
Do you remember
No joke, John.
the two old ladies? Kiki helps them bake a pastry thing, and then in return they bake her a cake later on in the movie.
Yes.
They're gay, right?
Oh no, 100%.
Yeah, okay. Because I know, because they don't say it specifically, but like they gay. I can
I know what you are.
smell it.
Yeah. No notes there. Yeah. They're gay. Yeah.
Yeah. I wrote down Miyazaki really captured the anxiety of being around wild geese. Which isn't... Because there are geese in Florida, so I know that anxiety. And it's real. So... And I think that was just like an actual compliment.
Bro hates geese.
I don't love being around geese. They're like the wasps of birds, where it's like, I'm sure you've got your purpose in nature and shit, but I'd rather that purpose be away from me.
Would you rather fight 5 geese or 20 wasps? You have no weapons, it's just you yourself.
20 wasps. Because I think the geese could like severely hurt. I'm not allergic to wasps or anything, so if I just fucking grab them, just...
I feel like wasps are like, okay, like you know when like you're trying to like squash a mosquito or a fly or something and they keep zooming around. I feel like imagine that, but you have 20 wasps who are much stronger.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Because if I know, like once you get a hold on the geese, it's basically over. You can just slam them to the ground because they're brittle, and they're much bigger than wasps. So I feel like I can just kick wildly enough, and I'll probably get lucky, and I might get a few like cuts and bites on my legs or something. But I think I'll remain victorious. While I probably won't die from the wasp, but I will be in so much pain.
There is a part of me that wonders that if I did like get a goose by the neck, could I then have goose weapon? Can I use the goose to fend off from the other gooses?
like nunchucks with geese?
Yeah.
I feel like if you gotta kill him first. You obviously gotta kill him first.
Yeah.
Yeah. You probably could. You could probably just wrangle around a goose corpse and slam people over the head with it.
Yeah, I think that's... Maybe I would do the goose. Yeah, the 5 geese. I think you've convinced me.
Yeah. Again, once you get a hold of the goose, because again, bird bones are very brittle. So, just a few good kicks, or just grabbing your hands on them and just ripping their limbs off. I think you could do it. While wasps, yeah, they go down in one hit, but you're gonna get so many stabs, and you're up against 20 of them.
Yeah. No, you're right. But I feel like I've been stung by wasps enough where it's like I feel like I don't feel like...
We should probably talk about the movie. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, sorry. I was thinking about wasps.
Yeah.
I wrote down Jeff, who I believe is the dog owned by the rich kid that Gigi had to like spend time with, when they were pretending to be a doll. So I wrote Jeff goated for real. And I'm right. That was a good dog.
True.
He chill like that.
I mean, all dogs are good dogs. All dogs are good dogs.
Yes. Then I wrote, I would do anything to have this be a TV show. I still hold that true. I understand that it would, some things are just meant to be a movie. I don't care. I need more of this in my life. Then I wrote down that
I would.
Oh, go ahead.
I would enjoy like a sequel to it. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that does make sense. I think I would too.
Yeah. I don't think it needs like a. I don't think it needs like multiple episodes. I think we just need like one little.
I know it doesn't need like more episodes, but it's like I think I would do wonders.
I want to see my babies again.
Yeah, I just want to see my friends again. My children.
I miss my wife Tails. I miss her. I miss my children Tails.
Yeah, Robotnik literally me. I wrote down that there's a cop that kind of just looked like a buff version of Lupin, and I thought that was funny. And I still didn't make the connection that we were both watching Miyazaki movies.
Maybe because you're stupid.
That could be it.
I thought I had something. I thought I had something clever there, but no, it's just you're stupid.
Yeah. Then I wrote down, why is Kiki so mean to Tombo? Admittedly, I don't I still don't fully get why she was that mean to Tombo. I guess
because he was a little creepy and annoying, to her at least.
I guess.
You even like you called him a freaking chaser, man. Don't be like, oh wait.
Yeah.
That's what you sound like, apparently.
That is. I thought you were playing old recordings of the pod. I was convinced.
Live Robin reaction.
Yeah. Then I wrote down, I love how much these old ladies care about Kiki getting to her party. Again, those old ladies, them lesbians goated for real.
So true, Bestie.
Then I wrote, gonna throw hands with this kid. I think the kid in specific was the girl that Kiki delivers the pastry to. The one who's like, man, I didn't even want this shit anyways. Grandma always keeps baking them for me and I don't care. That little brat.
Yeah, and then Kiki just pulls out a gun and shoots her. Just point blank.
Yeah, she would have if it was a good movie. But yeah, I will fight that kid on the street any day of the week.
Epic rap battles of history. Robin versus that one kid from Kiki's Delivery Service.
Yeah. Then I wrote, her getting sad and seeing the random girl hop on the random boy's bike, just to then later ride on Tombo's bike, makes me feel emotions. It's like, oh, she's...
Are they good emotions?
Yeah, I was like, oh, look, she's... she's making friends, she's getting what she wants, she's putting herself out there, and it's good, It's just... Is that when you
realize that, maybe this Tombo guy's pretty chill?
No, I think I realized he was chill earlier. I think but that was when I was specifically like, yeah, I fuck with Tombo. Tombo's cool with me. And
live Tombo reaction.
Yeah, and his sort of like early like immediate interest in her kind of made more sense. Where it's like, oh, he's just really into flying. And it's like, oh, that makes so much more sense. Then I wrote a Sono, a real one, because I think this was specifically because she kind of manufactured their like little play date by making her deliver a thing to him. But I was like, man,
he's an evil genius.
Yeah. Again, a Sono, a real one. Her and her husband, power couple. I love them. They're my parents now. They don't know that yet, but that kid that Asono was pregnant with, that's me now.
It's canon. No. Just terms of canon.
Then I wrote, this really is the Spider-Man 2 of charming anime movies about self-discovery.
Your notes are so interesting than mine. What? Can I ask what that means?
So you know how in Spider-Man 2 he loses his powers?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's really it. It's just that beat reminded me of Spider-Man 2, and then it's like, well, and I made the joke from there.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Bestie.
Yeah. Then I wrote, surprised, but I enjoy the fact her and Tombo didn't like a kiss at the end or something. Because I thought that's kind of what they're building up for, but I like the fact that they're just friends, unless they're not and I missed something.
You can pretty much interpret however you want. They can just be friends, or they can be boyfriend, girlfriend.
Yeah, they're both gay and trans. Yeah. No, it's always nice just seeing friendships.
If I said that, I would shoot out for it, because you're saying it's fine.
Yeah, exactly. I'm glad you're catching on. Then I wrote, music so goated, goddamn. Which is just, again, another Miyazaki thing where it's like, bro cooks. I don't know who he got on, his speed dial that makes all the music. They're good.
Yeah, it was like this upstart guy. You probably haven't heard of it. His name was Toby Fox. He made the music.
Can I just edit Kiki, but every song is from like Undertale or Deltarune?
Kiki was a good movie.
It's the scene where she's flying to the blimp and it's like. Or it's the scene where she's just like. She's just sleeping on the train and it's like.
It's just Megalovania. We were going the exact same thing. Do you have any more notes?
Something about the scene where the lesbians give Kiki the cake really hit me in the feels. I don't know what specifically. But just like, I don't know, it was so nice seeing such a like. Throughout the whole movie, I think like my main takeaway was just how nice it felt to like see this like realistic displays of kindness. Where it's like, sure, there's a lot of kind characters in the movie, but like I feel like in a lot of media, whenever you get characters that are kind, it always feels a little, something doesn't feel quite right. It's never. It's almost overly kind, but there's something in this movie that just felt so realistically and earnestly kind in a way that just like kind of makes you just feel like oozing chocolate,
Oozing chocolate.
Does that make sense at all?
I kind of pick up what you're putting down.
It just makes me happy.
And if it makes you happy, it can't be that bad.
Unless it's really bad.
That's not how a song goes.
I've never heard that song in my life.
Wow. Chat, send Robin to the doohickey.
Sorry, not to get too off topic. But I've been following a lot of like etymology related stuff on the social medias, and apparently chat is slowly, unironically becoming the first fourth person pronoun in the English language. And I love that. I love that for English. Shout out to pronouns. But yeah.
I don't know what to do with this information.
There's nothing you can't do straight. You know.
And if it makes you happy.
Yeah. I think that's all my notes. If you have any like further questions you want from me, or
no. Again, this is a pretty simple movie. I did kind of realize that when okay. You can replace one character in this movie with Fred the Horse. Who would you replace? It's the exact same movie, just Fred the Horse is there instead of them.
Let me think. Now you can determine if you don't want to accept this answer. But instead of all the wild geese, it's all Fred the Horse.
He's just a bunch of wild Fred the Horses?
Yeah.
What if, like, it was all the geese, but just one of them was just Fred the Horse? Just one random flying Fred the Horse.
He's the leader.
He's the evil mastermind, Fred the Horse.
Yeah.
I'm still disappointed he didn't make your favorite character list. I'm so disappointed.
Yeah, who did I put instead? Fucking Greg? God, I need to get better decisions.
Yeah. Get better opinions, idiot.
I know. I'll try. Alright. Would you say Kiki is your favorite Miyazaki film?
No. Spirited Away is.
Alright, well.
Actually, there's one more thing. What Miyazaki films have you seen? Or Ghibli, not Miyazaki, just Ghibli in general.
Well, I've seen obviously Kiki and Spirited Away.
What?
And I watched Howl's Moving Castle.
Alright. Is it just the three?
I feel like there's one more, but I can't remember. That might be it. I want to do a thing where, in sort of the same vein of how I did every Michael Bay film, which is doing a lot better now that it's I've re-uploaded it and it's not fucking blocked in every other country. Surprisingly, who'd have guessed? I
think most people would have guessed.
Yeah.
It's pretty obvious. So if it wasn't blocked, most people would actually be able to watch it. I feel it was pretty like self-explanatory and obvious.
All right, well, shut up.
And also, you're stupid.
Anyway, I thought it'd be fun to like work through every Ghibli director and watch literally every single film by every single Ghibli director eventually. So I'm kind of like keeping away from a lot of Ghibli stuff, like.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine. I don't care enough. I mean, the first one's gonna be Miyazaki, and most of the ones I've seen is Miyazaki anyway. And plus, this was lovely. I had a really great time. It filled my heart with joy. Yeah.
I like tensed up for a brief second. I thought you were going to say about determination, and I thought, is Robin really that cringy? Is Robin really that cringy? Oh, they definitely are. Oh, but then you said joy. Like, okay.
Yeah, I would never make an Undertale reference.
Okay. We all know the punchline. Just say it.
I think that was the punchline. I think my existence in general is the punchline.
Wow. It's not very funny.
Yeah, I like most of my punchlines.
It's not funny, and I know funny. I'm a clown fan.
Oh, what a funny little fish. I hope his wife doesn't die.
Oh, you might want to sit down for this.
What do you mean?
The wife died. Anyway,
Damn. Yeah. What were we talking about? Oh, Undertale. Yeah, no. Great game. I love.
Yeah, we already talked about. We already talked about Kiki. We already talked about Lupin. Anything else you want to talk about, or are we just gonna wrap early?
We could wrap early. It wouldn't even be that early for us. I don't have any thoughts.
Do you want to talk about Shrek 5?
I feel like I don't know, because it's like it's 2020. I think we'll talk more about Shrek 5 when the trailer drops.
Yeah, I'm happy that's finally like we got a release date, because this film was confirmed back in like 2018 or so.
I feel like this is either going to be the best or worst Shrek film.
I think you're right. I think there's no middle ground here.
This is either going to be like Puss in Boots 2, Shrek 2, some of the fucking sequels in streamers apparently, or it's going to be like worse than Shrek 3. And either way, I'm excited. You know, just for the future. You know, the future's looking bright. Nothing to fear, no one to fight.
I like that everyone's coming back, because someone pointed out that like in 20 years these are not like trendy actors. Eddie Murphy, Mike Myers, Cameron Diaz, nowhere near as big as they are. I think their biggest legacy is that they voiced characters in Shrek.
Yeah.
For most people like our ages, that's pretty much what we know them from, and also like a few other roles like Austin Powers and Mushu.
Yeah, but like, I feel like even at this point, Shrek is way more popular than Austin Powers ever was.
Oh yeah, no, I think just at this point, like people making fun of how overused references to that film are kind of its biggest legacy.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the last thing fucking Mike Myers was in that shitty fucking like Illuminati parody movie. It wasn't good. My mom showed it to me and she's like, "You should watch this. It's funny." And then it wasn't.
I know of that. The only reason I know of that is because apparently he went to like the Renaissance Fair and he was about to get attacked, and then like someone dressed as Shrek actually comes over, saves him, and Myers does voice Shrek in that.
I didn't even get that far, admittedly. It's not a good movie. Yeah.
yeah, excited that it's finally we're getting a release date. I hope it's good. I just made the Kung Fu Panda video, and like Kung Fu Panda 4 is nowhere near the worst film I've ever seen or anything, but it's also like really disappointing. So I hope they take more from, they take more from,
Puss in Boots.
like, yeah, Puss in Boots, like the shockingly like deep story, the great animation.
I can't wait for Shrek to have a realistic depiction of a panic attack.
Yeah, I could see them doing it. I kind of don't. I kind of don't want Shrek to. I do think I know most people forgot Shrek 4. I thought it was more of a nerd after the Shrek Fest video, but like I was in a Discord server. People were like, wait, there was a Shrek 4, and yeah, Shrek 4 is not as nerd as I was kind of hoping, even after the Shrek Fest thing. So, but what I was going with that is that film was like a really good wrap up for the film, for the franchise. It does a lot of like it breaks a lot of conventions of Shrek. Gives us like pretty easily. It's he's like most dangerous foe, and the end credits have like a highlight reel of all the Shrek films.
Yeah. Do you think they're gonna make Fergus, Sparkle, and Felicia teenagers?
Maybe. I could see it. Try to do something different with them. I'm still thinking back to how like Illumination was building up. Yeah, we're gonna get older versions of the twins of the trio. It's been so long, and they look the exact same. They really the exact same character models.
Didn't they literally say something about like, yeah, no, these guys they're just in a fucking like stasis. These bitches don't age.
They said that they're never gonna get older.
Which is fair. I don't care enough about Despicable Me to really have a strong opinion on it. If it makes them happy, Godspeed. But I don't know. That's my take.
All right. Is there anything else you want to say?
Yeah. One last thing. I was lying about Kiki. It's actually my least favorite movie of all time, and we're now enemies. This podcast is now over forever.
So I came to bother you. I hope that makes it into the podcast.
See ya.
My sister's trying to. My sister's annoying me, so sorry.
Alright. Yeah.
But she's gone now.
Yeah, I killed her.
Thank you.
Yeah. I use my mind powers. I can see infinite darkness. Oh, and it's only cold if you've never experienced warmth before. Yeah, see y'all next episode, in which we'll be,
Do we have a plan for next episode?
Do we have a plan for next episode? Oh, I have an idea. I'll suggest it to you now. I want to do another debate episode, but like over like a specific genre of thing. I was thinking like Disney movie. So we could get a random selection of Disney movies that we've both seen, and then we can randomly select who gets which movie, and then we'll debate about it until we find the best Disney movie.
Is this inspired by something? Is this inspired by something?
I don't think so. Oh yes, it was. Sort of like because Normal Boots used to do this video series where they did something similar, but with Nintendo games. But we don't talk about Normal Boots.
Why? Well, they have such great members like John Trot and the Completionist and Pro Jared. What great guys they are.
I couldn't agree more. See you next episode where we'll be talking about our favorite Pro Jared videos. Thank you very much for watching.
Bye, everybody.